Hello there guys, and of course it's time to welcome yourselves in for yet another one with us to review both. Aaron, good to have you watching along, and of course a pre-workout review. And I've got to say, honestly, this one is hitting a little closer to home. It's Resilience Strength by the guys obviously at Resilience Strength, and we've got Matthew to thank for sending this one on down. And the reason it's hitting a bit closer to home, he is a long time follower of our channel. I really want to say back when we very first started it 6-7 years ago, he's always been one to comment on all of our videos. So of course we are excited to get into his pre-workout, and we really want to thank their brand for sending it on over. With that being said, we of course need to stay 100% honest as we take it through the usual components of any review. It's the taste, the price, the label, and the effects of the product, all in the real world. And we want to say, Matthew, because you've watched all our videos for so many years, we really do expect a really great formulated pre-workout. And that might be just what we're getting today. Let's get into this one now and see how just resilient the strength is. Okay, so first segment of any review, it's the taste of the product. And I can see it comes in one flavour, being sour mango. So I'm not the biggest mango fan, I'm honest with you. I want to see this pre-workout come in a few more flavours, and I'm sure they will. They've just launched. That's important to mention as well. They've not been around 2 years, 3 years, and could have come out with more flavours. So there might just be more coming soon. That being said, I may not be the biggest mango fan. I've used many a mango in pre-workouts, so I keep an open mind. How does it compare perhaps to other mangoes on the market? So we get ourselves a 14.49 gram serving size. And I will say, when weighed on the scales, a dead flat scoop is perfect. In she goes. And you definitely get that mango-like smell in the air. No surprises there. Right, let's see. I've obviously used it before the sake of this taste segment, but I always try and give you my honest first time impressions, how I thought, how I felt about it. And I will say the mixability wasn't a problem. I'd say average mixability, in fact. Now let's get it down the hatch. Mango going down. It's not bad. Not bad. I've seen everyone saying it's a really good flavour. For me, I'm honest, it's an okay mango. There's a bit of sourness, a little bit of bitterness on the back end. It's mango nonetheless. And it does have a unique twist to it. What would I give it out of 10? I'm going to give you an honest score, 7. I don't think it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. I just also don't think it's great. So it's somewhere in the middle. It's a pre-workout at the end of the day, and I will say the formulation, that's all I'll say. Let's move into the price of the pre now. We move into the cash, the money, the bank breaker. Or maybe not. Well, you'll head on over to the official Resilience Strength website. The link is down pinned at the top of the comments of this very video for you to click straight through. Now the discount code RB15 knocks off 15% off of this product. A thumbs up, of course. Therefore, you can pick it up for $42.50 US. UK guys, of course, for the sake of the pure translation across, exactly £32 a tub. We get a genuine 20 servings a container. None of this 40-20 malarkey. They give it to us straight, 20 servings. And therefore, it comes in at $2.13 per serving. UK guys, £1.60. Great British sterling. Now that, on our consistent pricing scale, is a 5 out of 10. It is bang average for a pre-workout serving size. It's a good start to the pricing point, because I've got to say, I'm enjoying the look of the label on face value, and that's where we're moving now, the label. Okay, so now we move into the label of this pre-workout, resilient strength. Starting us off, a scoop for 14.49 grams, 20 servings a container. We start off with beta-alanine at 4 grams, above the normal dosage here, guys, for the beta tingle, the paresthesia, itchy type of feeling, as the pre-workout kicks in and endurance-based benefits down the line. We then move into L-tyrosine at a good dose, 3 grams. That's typically about 3 times your average for focus and concentration benefits. Mood elevation on the back end, we do hope. We've got betaine anhydrous at a clinical 2.5 grams, a good dose. Jack of all trade, this one. Hydration, athletic performance, strength output, pumps, even been shown these days to help with focus and concentration. Alpha GPC 800, a good dose, working the L-tyrosine for more focus-like benefits. Good to see it. Theobromine, a mega dose, 500, a fat burner with energy-like properties to keep you spinning. We have Eria Jarensis at 301, and I've got to say, a milligram more than your 300 dosage. I don't even know why it's like that, but we will take it nonetheless. A DMHA natural type, right? We're talking euphoria, mood elevation, mild stimulation. Caffeine anhydrous up next, 300 milligrams, of course, energy and stimulation. Anti-caffeine malate, 167, probably yielding about 100 for more energy and stimulation towards the end of training. And caffeine citrate, the opposite, 150. This is a high caffeine content pre-workout, guys. The trifactor, you know, we love it. Let's be honest, Rect Extreme, you know the drill. You know the drill, that's a fast-acting stimulation. And then we got estrogen, 50 milligrams for the absorption of those ingredients. Really important in a 30-minute window before the time to get it down the stomach into training quick. Rulacine, 2.5, not to be sniffed at. Alpha yohimbine, adrenaline precursor, strength. The turbo to a car will dial up your pre-workout. A strong ingredient. What do I think? Unique. I really like it. No pump ingredients here. Betaine, you could argue, but I like the fact you might be able to stack something alongside it. It's a stim bomb. On paper, I really like it actually. It's very unique. It's very unique. Yeah. No excuses. Let's go. And that's where we're going into the effects now. Okay, let's get there. We're into the effects of the pre-workout. A primary feature of any goddamn review. And this is no different. It's resilient strength pre-workout. On paper, it looks to be a strong one. And I gotta say, in reality, it comes true. Now, where do I start? Well, it's only fair to start at the beginning of any journey. It's a high octane pre. They are probably the key words here. Beta-alanine, if it's in your products, it's the first thing you feel most of the time. And I've got to say, you do feel them, but it is very quickly shattered by the high urgency and fast effect of some of the ingredients here. The citrate, caffeine, and alpha-yohimbine no less. It's an energy slap. Okay, this is a strong pre-workout. Reminiscent of the old assassin days, perhaps. The edge of insanity, the high alpha yo pre-workouts. The heart rate is immediately clicked on, up, through the fucking neck, okay? You see it, you're scared, you're worried. This is not for the health conscious person out there. This is for someone looking for an extreme experience. It is a strong pre-workout, there's no doubt about that. And in fact, it's one of the stronger ones we've had in recent times. Pre-workouts have some avenues of which they can choose to go down. Generally, you get your daily drivers, but then you get your stim junkie products that choose two pathways. Very rare you'll get them to choose both. Ultra, mega, stupidly rare. But those two pathways are euphoria, highness, floatiness, long term sensations. Okay? Your other pathway is slap round the face, high octane, alpha yo, high heart rate, on the edge of life, survival, energy bomb. You don't really get them, you can't really get them choosing the same, because that fights against that and vice versa. This one goes for that. This is a high octane energy slapper. I really like it. I like the fact that it's no pump ingredients here. You can stack something like Blood Sport into it, another pump pre-workout. Or you can take it for an absolute crazy training session. This gets you training hard. Heart rate is up, okay? Breathing is hard. It is a survival element pre. But I've got to say I trained hard on each and every time I used it. I didn't get the excessive dribble or flu-like symptoms, excessive sweats on it. But I was on jitter town. It's a strong block of dynamite, right? Forget a stick of dynamite, it's a block of dynamite. It's a pre-workout I give to people that say they can't feel pre-workouts. It's just a very good experience. I did feel happy on the stuff as well. I think the old tyrosine, alpha GPC, they come through, the Eria, of course. I've got to say, it's a uniquely put together pre-workout. It's a very nice experience, but it is a strong one, okay? It is a stim junkie experience. It's not going to be for everyone because it's an energy slapper. If that doesn't sound right to you and you prefer the euphoria ones, this isn't for you. It's a pre-workout also I really enjoy because it gives me that extreme training sensation without feeling it for the rest of the day into the next day. There's no appetite suppression. I will say after training, there's not a crash, but it just dissipates. It's just gone after a few hours, okay? So you can crack on with the rest of the day relatively normally. Of course, albeit you've absolutely killed yourself in training, so therefore you are a bit dead from that factor. It is a pre-workout I'd recommend. I really have enjoyed using it. I will use it again in the future, albeit perhaps 3/4 scoops with some pump, just to give it a more well-rounded feel, because on its own at a full scoop, it does hit hard, okay? It's a potent slapper. If that sounds right to you, which I'm sure to many it will, do check it on out. And of course, guys, as always here, stay stimmed. Resilience, strength, style.